be stuck here for too long on this thing. Like, the bit of the tongue-in-cheek of the title was to try and get them all today. If we can, it is fantastic. Oh, is that a shiny Venomoth? No. No. Okay. The lighting is very misleading on the Venomoths. Not gonna lie. And it doesn't help where they've got the gender difference. They look they can both look very different. Right, out of the darkness, into the light. We will get the Slitherwing. If I find out Slitherwing can spawn in the cave, I'll feel like a right idiot, won't I? But I'm pretty sure it doesn't spawn in that cave. Right, I feel like that was one of our better runs for the amount that we saw, but I'm not completely sure. That one, is that a shiny one? Where have you gone? That's a shiny Venomoth, isn't it? Of course it's a shiny Venomoth. Oh dear. How did I see that one? So that is our first shiny for this little run. Not the thing we were looking for, but it's going to get added to the collection. I may do all the nicknames at the end of the stream. Let's see. Because we want to try and get the sandwich complete, to be honest. Let's see. Put her back to sleep and then... Of course she poisoned me. Okay, and it fell asleep itself. That was lucky, actually. I might need to change my ability. Because the last thing I want is to poison something with 1 HP. But let's go. Luxury Ball. Caught. First shiny of the day is a Venomoth. Very nice start. And thank you for the congratulations. And we'll just check the mark. We'll do the photos that we like doing. We will name it afterwards. We'll do all the naming later. Mostly because I just don't want to do it now, but I need to heal. I'll just use this. I don't care too much. Thank you. We're back. Sorry about that. I don't know why it did that. It just being tech, right? Sounds about right. But yes, so we did get the first shiny of the day. She's very nice, but we want this thing. We want this thing. Slash need it. Need it. Oh wait, why is the sandwich is finished? Wow, that flew by. Not gonna lie. Right, let's get out of here. Wow. Yeah, we did go straight into a sandwich, didn't we? Right, okay. That makes sense. That does make sense. Right, we're gonna go back to the top. Let's try again. Let's try something different. Now, we could go for the ghost, I guess, and go straight in for the Fluttermane. We could go fairy. I might actually go for the fairy one. But I don't have tomatoes, do I? No, I don't have tomatoes. Of course I don't. So we'll do that one later. What else do we need? We said we were going to try ground. I think. No, not ground. Yeah, ground. Because I want to go for the Sandy Shocks. That is the target today, the Sandy Shocks. Yeah, I don't think there's many ground types on the top level. I'll probably be found very wrong, but I guess it's the best we can do. But now, does that count as a Slitherwing? I don't know. I don't know. Never mind. Never mind, as they say. But we'll keep going. We will. Right, so we got the ground. We want Sandy Shocks. I have noticed that since it's been on the Switch 2, it has like those lag freezes quite a lot. It is very strange, to be honest. Here's where I find out that there's something else very groundy on the top levels. And we should have gone electric. Now that's why we haven't gone electric. You can see just how many Raichus and stuff spawn straight away. I kind of want to go down to that little rocky area over there. It's one of my favourite places to hunt. It would be really funny if we did find Sliverwing on the way down though. We'll come back for Sliverwing at the end. We're giving each one a sandwich and then we'll decide what we do next. But oh, of course there's Donphans, isn't there? There is Donphans down here. Maybe we couldn't really even do electric, to be honest. If we did electric, we would have had the same problem. Pretty sure Pormies would have spawned in here. But wow, this thing is hard to isolate, isn't it? I don't think this comes in the cave, right? I guess we're just going to have to knock everything out and see what spawns. And hope that we get some luck on our side. Well, I've picked the two of the hardest ones to go for, haven't I? Typical my luck, right? Typical luck. And like, there's so many things here. We've got all the Sandy Shocks though. At least we found Sandy Shocks area. We're getting a few spawns. Donphan's after me and somehow caught me. Oh dear. Oh dear. Run away. It'll probably have Sturdy, knowing my luck, so we don't really want to mess with it too much. Do we go back and try an electric one? Do we? Let's see what this looks like. Oh no, it's even worse down here. We get the camera ups as well. Oh no. What have we done? What have we done? Me thinking this would be an easy challenge has turned into a nightmare. Right, if I'm going to stand here and we'll see what turns up. Now this is a bit better. Right, they're not what we're after. Well, the Pokemon is what we're after, but let's go over there. Let's knock. Am I too far away? Now start knocking things out, sir. I think this is meant to have much more like a rusty feel to it, which just makes it a really nice shiny, to be honest. But yes, we have all the Phanpys and Donphans. I'm just hoping the more we knock out, the more that we can spawn here. Oh, they're up there as well. Didn't see them up there. Watch me get the Phanpy, which I've been hunting for so long in the other games, like on my best save. Okay, so it's run out of things to attack, which is fine. Go for some of this stuff then. Let's get rid of some of these. See what else will spawn for us down here. But I think this is kind of now like the Switch 2 problem. You just get a bit too much showing up, and the draw distance brings in the wrong encounters for you. I sort of feel... Where have you gone? Have you actually returned? To that little area. Oh no, if this turns out to be a bad idea. What's wrong with these, sir? Yeah, this is turning into a bad decision, I think. I'm starting to feel. But you can even see like the Raichus are here as well. So it wouldn't be too much better, I don't think. I think one of the more frustrating things is you can't do the sandwich reset here. I know I can obviously go up and down this mountain to break and reset spawns, but let's try it. What's the worst that can happen really at the moment? The worst is actually that we get one of the others shiny, I guess. I may abandon this hunt and go for the fighting one, the Great Tusk. So we saw things spawn pretty nicely when we came up here last time. There's no harm in looking, is there? Yeah, this is pretty terrible. You know, I'm going to just check one other area, because there is a potential for a reset in that spawn. I just need to see the numbers. But I've already picked the wrong location. Right, I want to check this little rock area. Are we going to get the same sort of problems here? Or do we get a little bit more? Okay, we get about the same really. Can you climb this one please? What about at the top? Is it just going to be Donphans? Bounties. Okay. This was not a good idea then. This was not the best decision. Annoyingly. We're going to have to try again with electric, I think. We're going to go right down into the bottom cave now. We'll walk down, check that other rock area one more time, and then go into it. Shirio's dancing away. How is everything? Are you ready for Clash in Paris tonight? I think it's tonight, right? I'm getting a bit confused, as it is a nice sensible time for us. For once. Yes, we got all the elephants. All the elephants. All the baby greens. Horsey escaped. Nobody wanted a horsey. Right, yeah. I think the sensible thing is to go into the bottom bit and just have a look at how bad Great Tusk is to go for with a ground sandwich. I think that's going to be the best way to put this. Yeah, that's fine to land here. I imagine we'll get loads of gibbles. I just want to check, because then we know how good or bad this does. And Diglets, of course. There's still pretty confident number here, right? Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, ground is not the best option. Knowing us will fail another. But this area is usually where I have my good luck with the shinies. Again, I'm not too worried if I miss a gibble. If it's like, oh well. It's catchable in other games. I would just like to get the Great Tusk. We do get the reset area though, which is kind of important. Because we can go in and out of this area to reset spawns if we feel like it. I feel like this could work. Obviously I know fighting is better. How long do we have? We have 20 minutes on this. I feel like we'll give this a couple of turns up and down here. Have a little peek. You never know, right? You never know. I'm pretty sure it's like a red, isn't it? Great Tusk. I do need to check which Venomoth that is, because I believe Venomoth is a gender difference. Because we don't really want to spend too much time studying the basic shinies, I should have taken a photo of it as well, I forgot. We'll do that later as well. The idea is to try and do photos where we catch them as close as possible. And we've sort of broken that. Does this spawn along the bottom as a more